get paid while you learn on the job. The Maine Apprenticeship Program has a mission of being fast, flexible, and producing skilled workers here in Maine.
Well, on Sunday, that program is the focus of a summit to explore opportunities in various markets, including aquaculture, logging, and fishing. Here to tell us more is the Department of Labor Commissioner, Laura Fortman. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, and we're really excited. This is our first ever Apprenticeship Summit, and it's coming at a critical time.
First ever.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll share about the goal of the apprenticeship program and some of maybe, before we go forward, the successes of the past.
So, first of all, we all know that we've had a tight labor market. Yeah. So people have been looking for a way to attract and retain workers, and the apprenticeship model is a model that works. It's very successful, it's proven, and as you just listed, it can be applied to trades, which is normally how we think about it, like construction trades, or you mentioned places perhaps like manufacturing, BIW, but we've also expanded it into other fields like aquaculture, IT, and healthcare.
What industries are you seeing a need for when it comes to skilled workers right now?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Huh.
Everywhere. And that's why this is so important, because it's a way for people to come into the job, be trained on the job. So it's a combination of on-the-job training, a minimum of 2,000 hours, as well as related classroom instruction. And you have a mentor the entire way. So in terms of success nationally, 90% of apprentices are still with their employer a year later. And we've all heard it's important to bring people into the field and then keep them there.
A lot of people throw out aquaculture. For the folks watching that don't know what that is, explain what aquaculture is.
Good point.
So, this is, we're all familiar with fishing. We have a lot of people who like working on the water. Aquaculture is a way of growing your product. So it's like you're growing your shellfish, your oysters, and so you've got that combination of being out on the water, and yet it's actually considered farming because you have control over it. So you start from seed, you grow it to the finished product. It requires a wide range of skills of understanding both chemistry and mechanical issues, because you're on small boats going out into the water, you're hauling the catch. There are a lot of interesting skills that you need to learn, as well as basic marketing skills. A lot of these folks are also running their own businesses. So you start out as an apprentice, you learn the skills under a tradesperson who is deeply knowledge,able and then you can put it into practice and pass that skill on to others.
I mean, that sounds like a good option for Mainers. Why would other Mainers want to consider an apprenticeship, I guess?
So right now we're having a huge boom on construction. I mean, you're seeing that everywhere. We need welders, we need electricians, we need laborers. We also are spending a lot of time in healthcare. So there's opportunities across the board in any of those fields. And the important thing about it is that earn while you learn model, because we want to bring people in there, maybe people who are switching careers and are looking for new opportunities. This is a way to bring folks in. Also for young people, we're working closely with the career technical schools, give young people an opportunity to try out a pre-apprenticeship program, see if that work-based model of learning is really something that they enjoy. And we're also working with the community colleges to provide those related classroom instructions. So everyone is participating in this.
Now let's talk about the summit coming up on Sunday, the goal of it, and what's going to be discussed.
So the summit is Monday.
Okay.
And it's going to be a combination of people who are already using apprentices. So we're going to be doing best practices. How can you really reach out, recruit folks who are kind of on the margins? We've had a 2.8% unemployment rate here in Maine for many months. We've been under 4% for several years. We want to make sure that everyone who is on the margins has an opportunity to explore career opportunities. And businesses are very interested in that. So we're looking at ways of doing recruiting. And then what is an apprenticeship? What is your job? If you're an employer and you're thinking about exploring apprenticeships. We want to provide some concrete information for those folks as well, and best practices about working with. We're going to have one section specifically on recruiting women in construction. The governor issued an executive order back in May saying, only about 11% of construction trades are filled by women, and she would really like to make sure that if there are women out there who are interested in this and employers are looking, that those are opportunities that are available.
Ladies, we can get that stat up. Well, I'm curious, have you heard any good stories coming out of like programs like this? Any feedback?
I think the feedback has been mostly about a sense of confidence.
That's true.
That it was like, it never occurred to me that I could do this. And having that opportunity to try out some hands-on experiences, which is why pre-apprenticeship programs have been helpful. We've put in certified pre-apprenticeships, so maybe you can try something out for 4 weeks or 8 weeks before making that kind of longer-term commitment to a registered apprenticeship. And we're hearing that a lot from young women who it never occurred to them that this might be something that they were interested in doing. We're also hearing it from new Mainers. And some of the pre-apprenticeship and apprenticeship programs are combining those technical skills with contextualized English language so that folks are getting the language skills that they need at the same time that they're getting those technical skills.
It's practical.
Yeah, the summit's sold out, but where can people get more information about apprenticeship programs?
Go to our website. We've got a Maine Apprenticeship website. There's information there for potential employers, for job seekers, as well as community organizations.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.